Alright, so you are below 1000 elo in chess and you really want to improve your gameplay. Well, you have come to the right place because I have some tips for you which I really wished people told me this before when I first started chess. Just for small context, I'm not an expert, I'm 1100 elo. I reached 1000 within 4 months, but I believe after this video, if you apply what I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna make it even faster than 4 months. You're gonna make it super fast. I love how I'm giving you so much confidence in this video, but I hope it's actually true. It is actually true. Chess is very easy if you think about it. If you know how to play it. That was a lie. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna start with a very basic, and I will advance slowly. All right. So the first tip and the most basic one is always take control of the center, like with the pawns, for example. So these squares are super important here because they are like the whole game is gonna be like in the center most of the time. So this is why, for example, there are openings which try to get rid of your center pawns by using, for example, the Hikaru. They do this pawn, which is not as strong as these two pawns, because taking control of this is not exactly the center, like here, you know? So, for example, the Hikaru, if you do this and then this or something, here it goes like this and this. So now this is a weak pawn switch to the strong pawn position, you know? And my pawn in white, I lost it. Like this pawn that's in the center is no longer there. Sorry, English is very hard. So anyway, taking control of the center. Tip number 2, don't always trade pawns. Sometimes going forward with a pawn is a better option. I'll give you an example. In this game, for example, if black is gonna go here, wait, why can't I move? Alright, so if I go here and then this guy goes here, most beginners will do is trade. They see you can eat a pawn, you will eat a pawn. They don't want to think too much, you know, like, oh, it's a free pawn, it's a trade, everything's good. No, sometimes going forward is the better choice. For example, in this game, if you go here, you are taking more control of the center, and also you're attacking their knights. So now they're gonna waste their turn with the knight going, I don't know, let's say here, and then you can go like develop your bishop, and then he has to run away again, or whatever he wanna do, you know? Or even now he's trapped. Anyway, you know, like, going forward is way better than trading if the scenario is right. So don't always autopilot and eat whenever there's trade. Think, is going forward better? And then you decide whether it's good or not. Alright, tip number 3, always look for pins and forks. Like, for example, in this game, when you see the king and the queen in the same line, always look at pieces in the same line and think if there's something you can do about it to punish it. So, for example, this queen and king is the same line at the moment, the same row. So here the perfect move is going here with the rook, because now the queen can go here, because the rook is attacking the king if the queen moves. So the queen has no other option than eating the rook, and then you eat the queen, and this is a free queen. You know, so always look for these kind of things. Now this is not only with the rook; it can also happen with the bishop, for example. In this game, if you go here, boom, you have the queen and the rook. I'm pinning them or forking them. I don't know chess terms. I think it's a pin. Anyway, now you're attacking this and this. For example, if the queen's gonna like run away from this, you get the rook for free, which is really nice. So always look for pins and for forks. Speaking about forks, you see this queen and king. If you are afraid to get forked by the knights, always make sure the two pieces you're trying to avoid getting forked, are not in the same color. Like, for example, this king and this queen are in the same color, the white color, the square, you know, like there's green, there's white. So here, boom, it's freaking forked, and then your queen is gone. But if, let's say, all right, let's say now the king and the queen are not in the same color, it's impossible to fork. Like, it doesn't work like this. Whenever you move the horse, it goes to only the same color. Like white, 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 white. If the horse is in the white, it only attacks the green, green, green. So make sure to not get forked, and you're afraid to get forked, don't put the two pieces in the same color. Tip number 3, which even people in my ranking don't do it so often, like I barely even see it. Check, capture, and attack. Do you see this game right here? How can I get this knight for free? Think about it. You can't eat it with the king. Nothing is attacking this knight. So you have to always notice the king. The king is very, very open. So in this situation, you can just check with the queen, and then the king has to move or get protected. If he will protect with the bishop, we don't give a shit. We are going to eat his knight for free. All right, tip number 4. Am I in 4? I don't even know. Anyway, tip number 4, I think. Don't pre-move if you're a beginner. I know you watched Hikaru and all these amazing chess streamers. They're actual professional chess players. They pre-move because they actually know what they're doing. But for example, in this situation where I showed you in the last tip, some people might pre-move because they see their idea is like, oh, I'm gonna check and then they're gonna defend and then it's a free knight, you know? Like you're gonna pre-move everything because you're so sure of it. No, because if you go here and they will actually protect with the pawn, the queen is defending it. So I know it looks very solid and it was really in your mind, but don't do it. All right, so tip number 5 is something which I truly, truly love with all my heart. It's to wait for the bishop to go out. So for example, here, let's play something, I don't know. Okay, the bishop is out. Bishop is out. Whenever I see the bishop is out, my first thought always, get the queen out. Get the queen out and intimidate this pawn right here. Now, I think some people might disagree with me because you put the queen in a very awkward situation. Like for example, if you got the knight here, and then the rook here, blah, 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 it's not like the best thing. I don't even know what people told me that it's not the best, but from experience, every time I do it, I'm super, super confident in my games, and I feel it's really, really good move. Because also, many people don't even notice that I'm going for this pawn, especially in low-rated games. So they would play, I don't know, they're like, oh, this queen is here, she's so hanging. I'm gonna put this pawn so I can attack her with the bishop. But no, I'm gonna go here, and then I can get, I don't know, his rook or whatever, you know? Or even like this, and even with check, you know, like I feel like it's a really, really, really good move if you're a beginner. And trust me, you might win many, many games if you do this tip. Me personally, I'm a very aggressive chess player, and I do it every time I have the opportunity to do it. And it gives you confidence. Chess is all about confidence too, by the way. If you're not confident in your gameplay or actually anything you do in life, you already lost, in my opinion. So be confident. Be like, I'm the best player. I'm like 3000 elo playing against noobs. And this attitude will get you the wins. You're gonna be like, even if you're gonna blunder a queen, you would think, if I were Hikaru, I would still win this game. So it's still possible to win this game, you know? So it's all about the mindset also, and to think like a pro. Don't aim for 1000, don't aim for 2000. Aim to be the best, and you will be the best. This is how I do things in life, at least. Tip number 6, if you're down in material, do not exchange. Because if you're gonna keep exchanging pieces, like logically, you will be left with 0 pieces and he will be left with 1 piece. Which means that he's gonna be winning and leading. So if you are low in pieces, look for tactics rather than trades. Which means try to be more aggressive towards the king and don't care about other things that's happening. Of course, defend your king and everything, but focus on checkmating and not on being more passive and hoping for the best kind of thing. So this is all the tips I have for you today. I feel like I have many more which I didn't even think about them yet, but if I will make another video. If you like this video, please let me know. If you have any comment or something bad or disagree with something I said, feel free to do it also. Once again, I'm still 1100 elo, almost to 1200. I'm not an expert, but this is what gets me the wins in low-rated games. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch me play chess live, I actually stream on Twitch very often lately. My Twitch is gonna be in my description, and I would love to talk and meet and play with you guys.